It's week 2 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Raiders and the Browns.
Guys certainly aren't cooperating. The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Throwing to start this game. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing from the gun here. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take... Throwing from near his own goal line. Caught quickly on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Putting a receiver in motion. They go play action on first. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And he makes the half go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They send a man in motion. Back to the air, following the pick six. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 now. This is hauled in by Myers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To throw here on 1st down. This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Visitors ready for their next series. Let out on offense. Pass play on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete here to Bowers. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
They'll motion a tight end left. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Buckle up. It's third and goal. Setting up a throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up fourth and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure.
This offense and their quarterback. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Nearly an interception on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Pass play now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They didn't add to... Hubbard quick on the draw. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead off the turnover. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Complete. It's Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He gets this one to Myers. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And the defender comes away with it. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Pass play coming here. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And they bring him down around the 34.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking for a throw here. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's got it up to midfield and into Brown's territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Former 1st-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and 1. This is hauled in by Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jordan Hicks takes it away. And the Browns will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They're going play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it again. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting.
He's got it deep downfield. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push this to an 8-point game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete. It's Myers. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's now a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They go play action here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
It's Hubbard off the option. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Raiders moments away from a 2-0 start. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They run again with Hubbard. Oh, stiff arm. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. It's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.
watching tonight.
I smell tacos!
Way to come through, fellas. Let's get it.
Nice W today, man.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
When we doing the game ball? Hey, I'm ready to get my game ball. Hey, who got media today? Yo, Madden cast, where you up?
Hey, we eating somewhere tonight? Let's do it. Rook is pain. Can't wait to watch some film from today.
Hey, let's keep building momentum now. Who's up for some victory tacos? I'm always ready for victory tacos, baby.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Work tomorrow, fellas.
Gonna have to do a lot of celebrating this year.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Hey, can we get that music turned up?